Welcome to this how-to. Connect OneLake to an Azure NetApp Files volume using Object REST API. My name is Thomas Willingham, Technical Marketing Engineer for Azure NetApp Files, and joining me is Ashutosh Panda, also a Technical Marketing Engineer. In this video, I'll walk through how to integrate Azure NetApp Files Object REST API with OneLake to enable secure, high-performance analytics on your enterprise data without moving or duplicating it. This integration uses Azure NetApp Files S3 compatible Object REST API to give OneLake real-time access to your data, accelerating AI and analytics pipelines. Before you start, you will need to set up the following items. Register the Microsoft NetApp resource provider, create a NetApp account, add a capacity pool, and add an NFS volume. You can review the quick start for additional information. Start by creating a self-signed certificate. When creating the certificate, ensure the content type is set to PEM or PKCS number 12 if that is applicable to your environment. The subject field is set to CN equals and then the IP address or fully qualified domain name of your Azure NetApp Files endpoint. The DNS names entry specifies the IP address or FQDN of the endpoint. After the certificate is created, download it to be uploaded when creating your bucket. You can review Configure Object REST API in Azure NetApp Files for more information. Next, you will create a bucket in Azure NetApp Files. This will enable your data to be accessible via S3 compatible Object REST API. In the Buckets blade, select Create Bucket, and then provide the required fields: name, path, user ID and group ID. You can use the same values such as 101, and then permissions, read or read-write. If this is the first bucket on a given endpoint, you'll need to upload the certificate you created earlier. This is required for secure Object REST API access and is described in the official configuration workflow. Once a bucket is created, choose Generate Keys, then copy the access key and secret access key, saving in a secure location for later use. Next, you'll want to copy your data to the newly created bucket. On a Linux VM, run a sudo mount command to mount the NFS volume, backed by Azure NetApp Files. Then copy the data to the NFS volume. Your enterprise data is now available as S3 compatible objects ready to be accessed using OneLake. Now we'll need to configure an on-premises data gateway to ensure access to data in the network, following the guidance in Install an on-premises data gateway. On the on-premises data gateway app, sign in using your Office 365 account. Select your username and password, and then approve the MFA request. Verify the status, and then close the app. Once the gateway is ready, we'll prepare the analytics environment for seamless data integration. In OneLake, create a workspace and a lakehouse for Contoso Health Analytics. Now that the OneLake workspace and lakehouse are ready, let's connect our Azure NetApp Files Object REST API bucket. In the Get Data menu, choose New Shortcut, then select Amazon S3 Compatible. Confirm your connection, and in the connection dropdown, enter the bucket's URL. Provide the access key and secret key you generated earlier. You can skip the optional shortcut settings. Once connected, OneLake will display the objects stored in your Azure NetApp Files bucket, now accessible as part of your lakehouse. We'll skip data transformation for this example and go straight to creating the shortcut. With the shortcut created, the data from Azure NetApp Files is now fully available inside OneLake. Let's run a SQL query against the Contoso Health dataset. You can select the tables or objects you want to explore, then choose how to visually represent the results: charts, tables, or other views. This confirms that OneLake can directly query your enterprise data through the S3 compatible Object REST API endpoint without moving or duplicating the files. And that's how you integrate Azure NetApp Files Object REST API with OneLake for secure, high-performance analytics without data movement, without duplication, and with direct real-time access to your most important data sets. Thanks for watching. For more information, use the link or scan the QR code on the screen, and stay tuned for more videos in this how-to series.